For my quarterly exploration project, I decided to start a miniature vegetable garden so I could grow some of my own food. So to do this, I just went to Walmart and picked up a bunch of seed packets, as well as one full-grown tomato plant, and I planted them in these long tubs because my mom didn't want me disturbing our existing grass. I decided to plant some kale, bok choy, lettuce, green onions, and tomatoes. I found it really enjoyable to go out in the mornings and water the plants with this old tea kettle that no longer sings, so it's just been sitting in the garage. I've always loved plants, and I have a bunch in my room just like all over the place, but it's a really different experience when you grow them from the seeds instead of buying them whole. Seeing them pop out from the dirt and then getting bigger and bigger and bigger was it was kind of magical. I was really shocked at how fast they grew. Only the pre-grown tomato was big enough to eat at this time, but I don't think it'll take much longer for the kale and lettuce. So I didn't exactly learn this because I know that vegetables come from plants and whatever, but I do think I became more connected and aware of where my food comes from. It was a little bit mind-blowing to think that those tomatoes don't just appear in the grocery store, but were grown from seeds that were carefully taken care of by a farmer hundreds of miles away. I think my project connects well to sustainability because it helps me to learn about how much effort and just massive amounts of water is put into growing food, and how much of a shame it is to waste it. I got really, really sad when a couple of tomatoes weren't picked in time and rotted off the stem, and I wasn't able to eat them. I think I'm definitely going to continue to grow some of my own food, and I might even try to convince my mom to let me actually plant them. Growing things at home that I already eat would hopefully offset some of my admittedly not great carbon footprint. The plants, of course, provide oxygen, but the food that I grow won't have to be shipped here, so there's no pollutants going into the air from planes or ships, and there's no packaging or anything like that. On top of that, I know exactly where my food came from, so I know it wasn't grown in a not worker-friendly environment or with pesticides or anything like that. And it's a lot cheaper if you're willing to wait for it to grow.